As the sun sets on the horizon, casting a warm glow across the tranquil waters of the Sunda Strait, we journey back to a world on the cusp of change. The year is 1883, and the globe is slowly knitting itself together with steamships and telegrams. Yet in this interconnected age, nature still holds sway over the affairs of mankind. Here, nestled between the islands of Java and Sumatra, lies a verdant paradise, Krakatoa. Its lush slopes rise from the sea, a seemingly peaceful sentinel guarding the busy shipping lanes. But beneath this serene exterior, a monstrous force slumbers, waiting to awaken. For centuries, Krakatoa had stood silent, its volcanic heart dormant. Local fishermen cast their nets in its shadow, traders sailed past without a second glance. Yet as the calendar turned to 1883, whispers of unrest began to ripple through the surrounding communities. Strange rumblings echoed across the waters, felt more than heard. Small explosions sent plumes of smoke spiraling into the azure sky. The fishermen, attuned to the rhythms of their world, spoke in hushed tones of fire mountains glimpsed on the horizon. Nature itself seemed to sense the coming storm. Birds took flight in confused swarms, while animals on the nearby shores grew restless and agitated. In the bustling ports of Batavia and Singapore, newspapers began to report curious atmospheric disturbances. Barometers fluctuated wildly, and an eerie haze seemed to hang in the air. Still, few could have imagined the cataclysm that was about to unfold. As May 1883 dawned, Krakatoa stirred from its long slumber. Early eruptions sent great billows of ash skyward, painting the heavens in shades of grey. Many dismissed these outbursts as mere growing pains of an awakening volcano. Ships passing through the strait reported showers of pumice raining down upon their decks, the lightweight stone bobbing on the waves like a strange, rocky flotilla. The skies over Java and Sumatra began to darken ominously. A pungent smell of sulfur wafted on the breeze, carried for miles by the shifting winds. It was as if the very air was holding its breath, waiting for the main act of this geological drama to begin. And then, on August 26th, Krakatoa unleashed its fury upon the world. In less than 24 hours, 4 massive explosions rocked the island, each more powerful than the last. The final blast was a sound unparalleled in recorded history, a deafening roar that echoed across more than 3,000 miles of land and sea. From Australia to the Indian Ocean, people stopped in their tracks, wondering at the strange noise rolling across the globe. As Krakatoa tore itself apart, it hurled a towering column of ash and debris tens of miles into the stratosphere. The sun was blotted out, plunging the surrounding islands into an unnatural twilight. Sailors caught in the maelstrom described scenes of utter chaos, their ships tossed about like toys by waves of scorching air, while chunks of pumice and ash rained down from the blackened sky. But the true horror was yet to come. As Krakatoa's heart collapsed into the sea, it triggered a series of monstrous waves. These liquid mountains swept across the Sunda Strait with terrifying speed and power. Entire harbors vanished in an instant. Ships were tossed miles inland, like discarded playthings, and coastal towns were erased from the map in the blink of an eye. Survivors, huddled in the darkness, spoke of the overwhelming roar that accompanied the waves, a sound that seemed to shake the very foundations of the earth. In the span of a few hours, the geography of the region was forever altered, reshaped by the awesome forces of nature unleashed that day. Yet Krakatoa's impact was not confined to the Indonesian archipelago. As the fine ash from the eruption was carried aloft by powerful winds, it began a journey that would encircle the entire planet. For years after the cataclysm, this veil of volcanic dust would paint the world's sunsets in vibrant hues of red and orange, inspiring artists like Edvard Munch to capture the eerie beauty in works such as The Scream. The ash also acted as a global sunshade, causing temperatures to drop worldwide. Scientists today refer to this period as a volcanic winter, a time when crop failures and unusual weather patterns rippled across continents. From North America to Europe, from Asia to Africa, no corner of the earth was left untouched by Krakatoa's far-reaching effects. In the aftermath of the disaster, the scientific community scrambled to make sense of what had occurred. Volcanology was still in its infancy, and Krakatoa would become one of the first global case studies of its kind. Thanks to the telegraph, eyewitness accounts and data could be collected and shared with unprecedented speed, allowing researchers around the world to piece together the puzzle of this geological catastrophe. Western newspapers dramatized the event, filling their pages with sensational accounts of destruction and theories of impending doom. Meanwhile, in Indonesia, local communities quietly began the long process of rebuilding their shattered world. Their resilience, a testament to the human spirit in the face of overwhelming tragedy. The physical scars left by Krakatoa were profound. 2/3 of the island itself had vanished, swallowed by the sea in a final act of self-destruction. But nature, ever resilient, would not let Krakatoa's story end there. Decades after the Great Eruption, a new landmass began to emerge from the waves. Anak Krakatau, the child of Krakatoa. This new volcanic island serves as a living reminder of the events of 1883, its periodic eruptions echoing the power that once shook the world. It stands as a monument to the ever-changing face of our planet, a place where creation and destruction dance in an eternal cycle. The cultural impact of Krakatoa's eruption was equally profound. In Javanese and Sundanese communities, the cataclysm entered into folklore as a divine warning, a reminder of humanity's small place in the grand tapestry of creation. Artists and writers around the globe found inspiration in the dramatic sunsets and tales of destruction, weaving Krakatoa into the fabric of late 19th century culture. Even today, more than a century later, Krakatoa remains a powerful symbol of nature's awesome might. It serves as a reminder that our civilization, for all its technological marvels, still exists at the mercy of geological forces beyond our control. As we reflect on the events of August 1883, we are left with a profound sense of wonder and humility. Krakatoa's eruption was more than just a localized disaster. It was a global event that touched lives across the planet. From the ash-choked skies of Indonesia to the blood-red sunsets of Norway, from the failed harvests of North America to the scientific debates in European universities, Krakatoa's influence knew no bounds. In the end, we are left with a simple truth. Krakatoa did not just erupt in 1883, it changed the world. Its legacy lives on in our understanding of volcanoes, in our appreciation for the interconnectedness of Earth's systems, and in our collective memory of a time when the power of nature wrote itself across the pages of history in letters of fire and ash. As the sun sets once more on the Sunda Strait, painting the sky in hues that echo those fateful days long ago, we are reminded that our world is a place of both terrible beauty and awesome power. Krakatoa's story serves as an eternal warning and a source of endless fascination, a moment when the earth itself awoke and reshaped the course of human history.